you have hit pan on an eyeshadow, you know how satisfying it is to see the pan expanding. That's what I'll be showing you today because I have expanded pan on 3 eyeshadows and I'll be rolling all of them out, and I will be rolling 3 new eyeshadows in their place in hope to expand pan on them as well. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I will be updating on my eyes, lips and nails project pan today. I have made really great progress on all of my items that I was working on, but before I show all of them to you guys, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. My name is Ravneet and I make a lot of panning videos. I love panning eyeshadows. There's a lot to talk about, so I will power through it. I'll try to at least. So let's go over our project polish. Last month I rolled in 5 nail paints to test, and 3 of them were relatively newer. I'd say 2 of them were new and other 3 were very old. So the first 2 nail paints are from Sinful Colors. One is this really nice teal green sort of shade and the other one is this purple. It's blue and purple, so I call it purple. Anyway, I really love this shade and of course this one as well, but this is my favorite, I won't lie. I used it 4 times. I think if I do touch-ups I also count them as usage, but yeah, my goal for my nail paints is to use them at least once in a month to test if they're still good or not. For these, no brainer, I know these are less than 1 year old, so they are in a great condition. And next nail paint is kind of separating. It was pink, it's from Cosmic Colors. When I tried to wear it, it still worked, so I'm keeping this around. I used it once as well. And the next nail paint that we have great progress on, I'm not sure if you're able to see the windowing happening here, but this is a gold shade from Color Institute and I wore it I guess 3 times because I was trying to mix and match nail paints. I was trying to draw designs, so that's the reason I ended up using it 3 times. This is still usable, I'm keeping it as well. The last nail paint that I'm not keeping, I'll be decluttering, is this one. This is again from Color Institute. This was a silver sort of topper shade, but it's all dried out. I could not get any product out of this tube. I also tried storing it upside down, hoping that I might be able to use it, but no luck. So yeah, this is a declutter. My main purpose of project polish is to rotate through my nail paints because I have around 44-45 nail paints on me and I just want to test all of them to see if they are still good or there's something that's getting very old. For example, this one that I need to let go of. Oh, this has that tiny metal ball in it. I have a childhood memory from this one. I think what I would do, I would take these balls out and I would empty out a medical capsule, and in that capsule I would put the ball in and it would kind of swing. I would hit that capsule and it would swing back up because of that ball in it. That was super fun. I was so satisfied that I made my own toy. So that's my project polish update and we'll be rolling in 5 new nail paints. And before we do that, let's go over our lipsticks. I have first declutter from my lipsticks ever since I started this project, I think. Yes, I'm pretty sure, nothing to think about. Anyway, the first lipstick that we have that we are decluttering is this one from AOA Studio. It's in the shade called Crush. Beautiful color, but horrible smell. It has that strong chemical smell to it that I really don't like, and it doesn't wear well on the lips. It kind of balls up, so yeah, it needs to go. It's also an older lip product and there's no reason for me to keep it around. It's beautiful though, but I just can't tolerate it on my lips and it doesn't wear well either, which is so surprising because its counterpart is a lipstick in the shade called Nude and that is so wonderful. I don't know, maybe the pigment in here, but yeah, it needs to go. So yeah, this is first declutter, and rest of the lipsticks I'm keeping of course because they are all relatively newer in my collection. So the next one was this tiny lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. It's a classic shade Pillow Talk. This is something I got last year and I've already used half of it. So I was scrolling on Sephora and I saw that they have another one of this in their rewards program, 400 points. I immediately picked it up. So I have a pack of this lipstick, which I rarely do, but I think this is a no-brainer shade for me. If I just want to rush out of the house, I don't want to think a lot about what I want to put on my lips, I grabbed this one. I used it 4 times. So my goal for my lipsticks is to use them at least 2 times or 3 times, I don't remember. But yeah, I've used all of them more than 2 times except for this one, because yeah, I really didn't like how it wore on my lips and I couldn't bear the chemically smell. It didn't cause me any reactions, but yeah, it needs to go. Anyway, the next lipstick is again from AOA Studio. This is from their Venetian Romance collection. It's in the shade called Folly, and this is how it looks like. I really love the color of this one, and this is something I really enjoy wearing. It has a powder sort of finish. I think I really prefer the formula of this one. It can be a bit drying, but I don't mind it. I wore it 4 times. I also wore it over my darker lip base to kind of lighten them up a little. And next is this lip crayon from Faces Canada. It is in the shade called Evening Star, and this is a really nice sort of purplish pink shade, and I think I really enjoy it. Yeah, I wore it 3 times. Really like it. And last lipstick is something we wore 2 times as well, and that's from Faces Canada again. I think they renamed their brand to just Faces. So this is in the shade called Bold Wine 1. This is a pink sort of shade, very vibrant. These are the 5 lipsticks that we were working on, and then we are rolling in 5 new lipsticks, and I'm so looking forward to that. All right, so let's go over our Expand Those Pans project pan. So Expand Those Pans is created by my lovely friend Dora here on YouTube. We all know once we hit pan on an eyeshadow, tend to ignore it. So this project is to address those ignored eyeshadows. You can set your own goals. You can set goals of hitting side pan or just making it look bigger, maybe some usage goals, or maybe finishing an eyeshadow, which I did last month, I think. Yeah, so I was working on an eyeshadow to expand its pan so that it hits 2 corners. And then I decided to just finish it because there wasn't a lot of it left. So yeah, that was a change of plan. But yeah, you can set your own goals. It's very versatile. So let's take a look at the very first eyeshadow that we've been working on, I guess, for 3 months now. And that one comes from my Tammy X Revolution palette. I picked up this eyeshadow called Soka from here for using it 20 times. And this is what it looks like today. This pan has tremendously expanded. I'm so happy about it. And I managed to use it 20 more times. Last month I was at 14 uses, and then I managed to use it 6 more times to hit 20, and this is rolling out with almost half of the empty pan. This was the eyeshadow that I handpicked. Ideally, you should be randomly selecting the eyeshadows. And the next eyeshadow comes from my Norfina palette. It is the eyeshadow called Wild Child. This was randomly generated. I rolled it in last to last month. And last month I had 5 uses on this one. Then I managed to use it 5 more times. And pan is looking so much bigger than it originally did. I'm wearing Soka and Wild Child on my lower lash line today. So I have Wild Child in the inner corner of my eyes and then Soka on my lower lash line. And Wild Child is rolling out again. And then we have the third eyeshadow from Tammy X Revolution palette. And that one is called Spice Island. This is something that we rolled in last month. So I wanted to merge both of those pans. And this is how it's looking like today. I managed to use it 10 times. I merged pans on 3 or 4 uses, I think, because the product in here was very thin. This is something that I'm wearing as a blush today. I am super loving it as a blush. I also wore it on my eyelids as well. But yeah, I think I enjoy it more as a blush because on eyes, it shears out. It needs a lot of building up. This is rolling out again. Let's roll in our nail paints now. So we have 29 nail paints remaining in our rotation. I've set it up and let's generate the first number: 15, 28, 3, 8, 11. Let me see what these nail paints are. And while we are generating numbers, let's roll in our lipsticks as well. So we have 10 lipsticks remaining in our rotation, and let's generate 5 from those lipsticks. 10, 2, 3, oh, come on, 1, 10, 2, 3, 1, and 6. Okay, I will see what these lipsticks are. For expand those pans, we are going to be rolling in 3 new eyeshadows, but what I've done is I have collected the list for all the eyeshadow pans that I hit last year or prior to that, because all of the pans that I hit this year, I've already worked on them recently, so there's no point for me to include them. So I have a total of 1 to 61 eyeshadows that I can pick my 3 eyeshadows from. So let's get them. 28, 46, and 25. I'm back with all of the products that got rolled in, so let's go over the nail paints. So the first nail paint that got rolled in is from the Color Institute. It is a teal shade. I already have a lot of usage on this one. I am hoping you can see the windowing, and I'll say if it's still usable. I think it's a really pretty shade, but it's very sheer, which will be compensated with one of the nail paints that got rolled in. I'll get to that one shortly. And the next nail paint that got rolled in is from Cosmic Colors. It's also, again, marbled. It's a berry sort of shade, but yeah, this is the next one. Third nail paint is from an unknown sort of brand. This has some windowing as well. It's sort of burgundy topper kind of shade. Very sparkly though, we'll see if it's still usable. Next nail paint is from Sinful Colors. It's a duochrome. I'm really excited that this got rolled in. So yeah, I know this is perfectly fine as it is relatively new in my collection, and I'm really looking forward to use it. Last nail paint is this white one. This is the only white nail paint that I have. It's from LA Colors and it's in the shade called Energy Source. So this is what I'm planning to wear as a base coat, and then I'll wear those sheer nail paints over top of the white one. Thanks Dora for the tip, it really does wonders. So yeah, those are the 5 nail paints that I'll be working on. Now let's get to the lipsticks. First 2 lipsticks are from NYX. They are NYX Matte Lip Cream. These were classic. I think the formula on these is top notch. So the first lipstick is in the shade called Sao Paulo. This is a pink shade. That's what it looks like. And the next one is in the shade called Rome. This is one of the favorite lipsticks that I have. I love reaching for this one. It's a really nice nude shade on me. It's a bit dark though, but I don't mind. So yeah, that's the next lipstick. And the third one is from NARS. It's their tinted lip balm. So I categorize it as a lipstick, but it does transform my lips because of the color that it has, and that's why I keep it in my lipsticks collection. So yeah, this is the third one. And fourth lipstick is something that I have never worn out in public. Or maybe I did wear it once on Halloween. Yes, I did. And that's my Fenty Beauty lipstick in the shade called One of the Boys. I always wanted a purple lipstick, so I got one. This is how it looks like. It is true bluish purple. Yeah, I think I'll probably try to wear it with lip liner or maybe mixed with other shades. But yeah, that's my Fenty Beauty lipstick. It's also the newest lipsticks. And last one is from AOA Studio in the shade called Flirt. But this is not looking like Flirt at all. This is Flirt, and this is another AOA Studio lipstick that I pushed on top of it because I needed that one for something else. I finally frankened 2 lipsticks together and I put them in a mold. So what I did was I cut out the other lipstick from AOA Studio, put it here, and then I placed my custom lipstick on top of that. So yeah, it's a lot, but I'll show you that lipstick in my project pan. So I think in place of Flirt, I'll just be using the top part. It's a balmy sort of texture. So yeah, these are all the 5 lipsticks that I will be working on. And for the first time, we don't have all pinks. We only have one pink. We don't have any darker shade. Look at the contrast. This is what we rolled out. This is what we'll be working on. I'm not complaining though. I like wearing lighter lip shades. We'll work around this one for sure. And now let's take a look at the eyeshadows. Okay, so the first eyeshadow we got is from this palette. This one loves to be in projects. So this is my BH Cosmetics Lost in Los Angeles palette, and the eyeshadow we rolled in is the last one in here. It is called City of Angels, and I'm kind of thinking of what goal I should put for this eyeshadow. I think I'll go with 5 uses. That should be enough for me because I recently worked on this as a level 2 palette, and I recently reached out for this one. So yeah, I think 5 uses is reasonable. And also because we rolled in another purple shade. I love purples, but yeah, since I have already used it this year, so I don't want to keep it around for a long time. So 5 uses for City of Angels. It's a purple and blue duochrome. It has a blue base and purple shimmer. It's also one of my favorite eyeshadows from this palette. I just realized I haven't done a great job swatching it. I'm not doing it justice. But let's move on to the next shade, which comes from my ABH Jackie Aina palette. This is my level 3 palette, and the shade we rolled in is called Shookington. Let me show you what that one looks like. This is what Shookington looks like. It already has a decent pan on, and I also want to use it 5 times for the same reasons, because this is literally my level 3 palette, and I have already been working on this palette and this eyeshadow, so I have used it 3 times. Spoiler, yes, I reached my 3 uses on this eyeshadow, so I think 5 more uses would be reasonable. That's what Shookington looks like. And last eyeshadow comes from my Norvina palette again, and that one is this eyeshadow called Rose Gold. It is literally right next to Wild Child. This one I haven't used in a long time, so I'm rolling it in for 10 uses. That's how Rose Gold looks like. I really like it. Let's take a closer look on this one. So we have more progress towards the bottom of pan, and top is still quite full. I just want to use it 10 times and we'll see how much the pan expands. And that's all I have for today's video. Before I go, I just want to give an update on my money tree. So it has new growth shooting out on the bottom. Top leaves are still very yellow. I just touched the soil. I think I'm overwatering it for sure. I need to repot it ASAP. But yeah, that's how it is doing right now. But yeah, I can't wait to repot it because I just want to inspect for root rot. But that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching my video, wherever in the world you are. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.